Hello everyone, welcome back to Girls Frontline. Tomorrow with you, let's go ahead and continue. My alarm goes off at the usual time. I groan and stare at a random spot on the ceiling. I really don't want to leave my bed just yet. It's so comfortable. Today's Sunday, so there's no school activities. I'm still meeting with M4 and the others, but that's at 10 a.m. There's still plenty of time. As I'm about to go back to sleep, Wellrod barges in through the door.
Master, wake up. It's time for our daily training.
I groan again, muttering under my breath. Wellrod, it's a Sunday. Can I wait an hour or something?
No. Being punctual and maintaining a proper schedule is very important, especially for a noble endeavor like this.
Fine, I'm coming. I get out of bed and follow her to the roof. After an intense workout, I go back to my room to prepare for the day. Subconsciously, I pick up my school uniform before remembering again that it's Sunday. I put it back in the cupboard and search for something more casual instead. As I roll up my jacket sleeves, I look at myself in the mirror thinking if I need anything else. Suddenly, an idea comes to me and I can't help but smile. I'll go back to the wardrobe and search through the drawers until I'll find the box I'm looking for. With this, Wellrod will really be surprised when I go downstairs. As I walk into the dining room, I steal a glance to the side. Wellrod is busy setting a table for breakfast. Soon enough, she looks at me and her jaw drops. I try my hardest to contain my laughter.
Whoa. Master, you're looking cool. And what's with the sunglasses? You might need them outside, but there's no need to wear them in the house. Although, they do look great on you.
She mumbled the last part while turning away from me. I finally laugh, take the sunglasses off, and put them back in the box. I'm glad you like it, Wellrod. Now let's dig in. I'm starving and the food looks delicious. Wellrod's cooking is as impressive as ever. As I continue eating, she settles into a seat across the table and begins to speak.
So, when are you leaving for your date, Master?
I swallowed a bite of my food before replying. I told you, Wellrod, it's not a date. We're just meeting at 10 a.m. and hanging out together for the rest of the day. Before that, I'll go check on Kalina. She has been sick for 2 days. I figured I should at least visit her once.
That's a good idea. I'll drive you.
There's no need. I'll walk. Wellrod frowns.
But Master...
It's alright, Wellrod. You already work hard enough for me, day and night. Just take the day off and relax. I'll be fine by myself.
If you say so.
After we're done, I get ready to leave. I say goodbye to Wellrod and step outside, walking in the direction of Kalina's house. A few minutes later, I find myself in front of an elegant house. Golden griffin statues stand on each side of the gate. A stone path leads past the garden and to the doorway. I follow the path and ring the doorbell. The door opens after a while. It's not Kalina who answers it. Yes? Oh, it's you, Shiki. Please, come in. Hi, Krieger. It's so easy to forget that Kalina is Mr. Krieger's daughter. After all, they're pretty much polar opposites. Mr. Krieger is wearing nothing but gym shorts and a tank top. That's unexpected. Well, Mr. Krieger, nice to meet you. Again. Holding a bottle in his right hand, he uses the tank to wipe off his sweat off his forehead. He exudes a strange aura of power that knocks me back a few steps. Forgive my appearance. I just finished my daily workout and wasn't expecting guests. I'll get changed right away. Let's see. I think we're fine. I mean, we're just seeing Kalina. No, it's fine. I don't mind. Oh, well, if you say so. Sir, I only want to check on Kalina. She has been sick for the last 2 days and hasn't answered my text, so I hope she's fine. She's doing much better now. It's just a common cold. Don't worry. Kalina will be back at school tomorrow. As for her phone, the doctor recommended bed rest, so I confiscated it for a couple of days to stop her from using it all the time. Kalina should be awake by now. Are you sure you don't want to come in and meet her? No sir, I need to get going. I promised M4 and the others that I'd meet them this morning. Considering how extraordinarily well dressed you are, it seems to be a special occasion. Thank you sir, but it's nothing like that. We're just going to hang out, like friends do. This is for the progress of the Griffin project as well. Excellent, Shiki. I was about to ask about that, but it seems the project is going really well. Keep up the good work. And a piece of advice. Treasure these friendships that you have formed. Long after the Griffin project ends, they will be what remains. Oh well, sir. Thank you. I need to go now. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, Shiki. I hope I didn't keep you for too long. A last sigh of relief as I leave Kalina's house. Kalina is doing fine. There's nothing to worry about. Now, where was I supposed to meet M4 and the others? I arrive at the front of the mall just in the nick of time. I stand there and scan the crowd. Strangely, the girls are nowhere to be seen. A few minutes pass as I look around, searching for them. Then I hear a familiar voice behind me.
There he is. That has to be him. Hey, Shiki, over here.
I turn around and see all the girls running towards me, except for Sal 2, who is happily bouncing around. Everyone else seems out of breath. Rose suddenly stands up straight and bows to me. Shiki, I apologize for the delay. There's a slight miscommunication about the venue. We ended up going straight to school first, before realizing our error and coming here as fast as we could. Bro, is that you? You look good. Quite good. Oh wait, that's one of her skins. Yeah, that's based on one of her skins. I forgot the mod. Not the mod. Some other skin. In other words, I forget that we were supposed to meet here, although she sent you the text herself. Hi, Star. How you doing? You look good. M4 hangs her head with an apologetic expression. Ah, hi, M4. You look great as usual.
I'm so sorry, Shiki.
Hey, no need to make a big deal out of it. We're all here now, so it's fine. Wait a minute. Something's different. Sapo, oh my god, your tummy's exposed. And your thighs too. Good lord. And then she's wearing a ponytail. How cute. The girls exchange a few looks.
Shiki, is something the matter?
Ah, where's M16 Onisama? Is she supposed to be here too? Huh, I'm not surprised.
M16 Onisama, there you are. Ah, you look so cute with that beret.
M16 throws an arm around my shoulders and grins at me. I'm safe here too. How did she... It's not even box in sight this time. After all, it's your first time, right? What? Seeing us all like this. M16 nudges me again. She leans in close and stage whispers in my ear.
Say, Shiki, who's your favorite of the bunch? Or do you wish Miss Springfield was here?
The other girls begin shouting.
Oh, we should invite her next time, right? Eh?
Hey, don't answer that! That's not appropriate. M16 laughs and gestures towards the mall. Alrighty, let's all go inside.
I don't know about you, but it's getting pretty hot out here, and Shiki's probably gonna melt in this heat.
Inside the mall, Satu suddenly grabs my shoulder and whispers into my ear.
Shiki, you look way better in this than in your school uniform though. Will you participate in a fashion show this time?
M16 glances on our direction, having overheard Sap's whispers.
The school festival is still ages away, Satu. Shiki has a long time to decide.
Wait, what's this about a fashion show? And the festival?
You don't know? We have a school festival every year. There's always a fashion show besides the usual stuff. The dolls dress up in their best outfits and try to impress the audience. Everyone votes for their favorites and the one with the most votes gets a trophy. It's all good fun, and you clearly have an eye for this kind of thing. You could definitely consider entering when the time comes.
That's interesting. I'll think about it.
Although G36 is a clear favorite to win, I think she made 8 or 9 different outfits just for the show. And Sop 2.
Sop 2 suddenly takes off running down a corridor.
Where are you going, Sop 2?
It doesn't take us long to catch up. Sop 2 has her face pressed up against a glass of store window, her eyes all but gleaming with excitement.
Look at these dresses, they're so cute! Don't you think we would all look great in them?
I look and see a set of mannequins wearing band costumes, complete with a set of trumpets and tubas. They are cute indeed.
Let's buy them. Do you think they will let us play the trumpets here?
I'm not sure.
No, they will not. And for God's sake, stop running about everywhere, Sop 2.
Oh. Sop 2 seems sad. However, I am beginning to feel exhausted, and it's clear that the others are too.
I'm already tired from running after Sop 2. Can we sit down and relax somewhere?
There's that cafe on the second floor. We could go and sit there for a few hours.
Good idea, Star. Everyone?
Everyone nods in agreement and starts moving. I notice that Satu keeps looking back at their band costumes as we walk. You really liked those costumes, didn't you?
Yeah. It's a shame.
Pouty Sapo. Come along now. We'll get those some other time.
Alright then.
Satsu seems to gain some of her energy again and runs up the escalator, prompting Road to caution her again. Meanwhile, M16 turns to Star, her eyebrows raised. I'm surprised that you know about cafe hypothermia, Star. I didn't know you were interested in anything except acing your studies.
What do you think of Phoenix 16? I have life too, you know.
Whoa, no need to get so defensive, Star. I'm just surprised. Besides, it's a good thing. I went there with M4 once at the beginning of the year, that's all.
Oh, I see. Yes, we went there quite a while back. It was really nice.
As we enter the cafe, we find it more or less empty. Finding a table doesn't take more than a few seconds. We take our seats and begin chatting at the table. A few minutes pass without any of the staff appearing. It seems the girls have noticed this too.
They don't usually take this long.
You're right. At least, oh, there's someone. But it seems like she's new here. I didn't even see her last week. The waitress practically sprints to our table to take our orders. We all order coffee and, on M16's recommendation, the strawberry custard cheesecake. Satu also orders a chocolate parfait.
Satu, don't eat so much, you'll get fat. T-dolls don't get fat. Haven't you seen Spaz? She eats more than everyone else combined and hasn't gotten any fatter.
Fine. What am I going to do with you? I want to see what Spaz 12 looks like. After taking our orders, M16 asks the waitress something in a hushed tone. She replies in an equally hushed tone and runs back.
What was that about?
Oh, I asked her about F&C, the T-doll who usually works as a waitress here.
Apparently, FNC ate too many chocolate eclairs yesterday and got sick. That's why she's not here today.
But how does a tea doll get sick, even from overeating?
It's not the same as human sickness. Her food processing unit malfunctioned from the chocolate and she had to spend hours in the repair bay.
M16 shrugs. But it's easier to understand than say that sickness.
You heard that, Sop 2? We'll be fine. Stop worrying so much.
We follow silence for a moment, looking at everyone. I see that Star has the same worried look on her face. She has also been rather quiet. Hey Star, you still worried about the elections? She is startled by the mention of her name. For a moment I see frustration flare up in her eyes, but her normal gaze immediately overrides it.
No, not really. Since we're all working together, I believe we can win.
But teamwork.
Yes, I sure hope so. No, Shiki. What I'm worried about is career interest forms.
M16 sits up in her chair. The career interest forms.
Yes. We're supposed to hand them in by the end of next week. But I still haven't filled mine out. I just can't decide what I want to do.
Hold on, you haven't received any such form yet. Oh wait, I haven't received any such form yet. Besides, shouldn't you get these in the final year?
No, that's different. These are more informal so that the teachers can help you pick your courses properly for your final year. As for you, maybe your class will receive them tomorrow.
Oh, I see. But you should still have a lot of time to hand them in, right?
That's not the problem. The problem is, we're gonna graduate next year and I still don't know what I want to do after that.
We fall silent. The mood has suddenly become a lot more somber. The silence is broken by the waitress arriving with our coffee and cakes. Satu squeals with delight as she gets her parfait and immediately digs in.
Wow, that's so good. Here, Ro, try some of it.
No thanks, I'm not that fond of chocolate.
Oh, fine, just a little bit then. Yes, that is really good, but no more. And 4 star Pt.7 16, try it.
I'll then try it and nod in approval. Then Satu looks towards me with a big smile.
Last but not the least, Shiki.
She scoops up a lot of the parfait with a spoon and shoves it near my face. Thanks, but I can try it by myself. You don't have to do that. Before I can finish my sentence, Satu leans towards me and shoves a spoon into my open mouth. I have to try my best to not accidentally choke. Right then, the taste of parfait makes me forget everything else. The explosion of sweetness and the rich velvety texture are simply perfect. Wow, that is seriously awesome.
I know, right?
We laugh and continue eating as we talk. The heaviness in the air from earlier is gone.
So, 4, have you thought about what you're gonna do after we graduate? No, not really. I guess I might go to a good university and study for a few more years. But really, I haven't given them much thought. I might do that too.
My grades will let me get into any university I want to, but I can't decide if I should pursue athletics instead.
You can mark both of those in the form, can't you?
Yes, that I can.
Then do that. You still have another year to decide completely.
Absolutely right. That's my little sister for you. She ruffles M4's hair. M4 looks embarrassed.
What about you, Big Sis 16? Do you know what you will do?
Me? Nah, I didn't give it any thought. I'll figure it out as I go. That's great. But you seriously have no plans for the future?
Not really. I'm not the best at planning. I just want to keep doing whatever I fancy throughout my life, free from the restrictions of society.
Oh, but I do want to stay with M4 and make sure she succeeds in life. It's my responsibility as her older sister after all. And not just M4. It's Top 2, Star, and Roy as well.
Stop it, Big Sis 16, you're embarrassing me.
Although I do have a specific goal in mind.
Shiki, have you ever heard of Glitch City?
Glitch City? No. Is that the Valhalla one?
It's an urban legend. The exact location is unknown. Somehow even people who visit it can't recall where it is.
I've heard rumors of a bar in Glitch City that's Valhalla. Gotcha. That serves the best drinks in the world. Oh, and apparently, there are weird things like dogs that can talk like we do. I want to visit that place at least once and if possible, work there for a while. That sounds like a really interesting place. That's just a rumor. No one knows for sure if the bar even exists. Other than that, I'll take life as it comes.
Wow, that sounds like a really cool place. Will you take me there?
Sure, if you can come along. I'll take all of you there. Look forward to it. What are you up to? What about your plans? Sao2 turns to me from an animated discussion with Ro.
Eh? What plans?
Our plans for the future at the school. Pay attention, Sao2.
Oh, that? I don't know. I haven't thought about it at all.
But I'll definitely do something with robotics.
Maybe if I ask Miss Perska, she will let me join a research group?
That was in the past, was it not? You told me it was a shady group.
Oh no, not that one. I probably forgot to mention it last time, but Miss Perska is also currently the leader of the research institute named 16 Lab. It's an international group of talented scientists working on imprint technology and the Xenera protocol. All of the current generation of T-dolls have been made possible due to 16 Lab's research. Yes, I definitely want to go there.
If they can tolerate your wild shenanigans, that is. Although with Miss Perska as the head, I wouldn't be surprised.
Aw, Ro, don't say it like that. How about you, though?
Me? I would probably join the police force and continue upholding law and justice throughout my life.
I can't believe you just said that with a shaved face.
Stop laughing. What's so funny about it?
You're talking exactly like the hero of that superhero show you love to watch secretly. How did you... What was it? Mask Rider Z,
Stop it! This has nothing to do with that show. Everyone laughs heartily at this exchange. Rose seems to be angry and embarrassed at the same time and speaks more timidly. I really think law enforcement would be a good career for me. Hey, that's great. I think it's a noble goal to be working towards. And don't worry, everyone has their own hobbies. No one is gonna judge you for watching tokusatsu.
This is so embarrassing.
Sao2 leaps out of her chair and throws her arms around Ro.
Don't be embarrassed. Be proud of your goal. So what if you become a tokusatsu hero? That's even better. You have so many fans in addition to fulfilling your dreams.
Ro can't help but smile. Thanks, Sop. Now get off me, you're gonna strangle me at this rate. She pushes Sao2 away from her and sips her coffee. What about you, Shiki? What are your plans for the future? Me? I haven't given a lot of thought to what I want to do after school. I've always wanted to work in robotics, but I have no clear ideas about it. What should I say? Good question. I haven't decided yet. Let me get through high school first and then I'll figure out the rest. I like that. It's a very stress-free way of living. Enjoy the present to fullest instead of being stressed about the future that isn't here yet. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better. M16 smiles. Star seems to be worried.
Shiki, you still need to have an idea of what you will be doing in the future. Like, a goal to work towards.
I understand. I do kind of have a vague idea about that, to be honest.
It's alright, Shiki. You still have more than enough time left. A few hours have passed. The sunlight outside the window is brighter than ever, and I'm beginning to feel hungry again. By the way, is anyone else still hungry? I kind of fancy a pizza right now. Pizza? Yay, count me in! Sure, why not? It's about time we had lunch too. We pull out our wallets to pay the bill when Satsu lets out an exclamation. Ah, I think I forgot my wallet back in the dorm. Oh no. Seriously? Satsu makes a sad face. Somehow all my resistance is suddenly gone and I speak up without thinking. It's fine, Satsu, I got you covered. You can pay me back later anytime. Her face immediately lights up. Yay! Thank you so much, Shiki. I will promise I will... Wait a minute.
What is it?
Remember our bet yesterday and you lost, which means... You're cheating all of us today for the whole day.
Ah, I forgot about that.
That's awfully convenient, Satsu. Are you making this story up?
No, she's telling the truth. Don't worry, I did lose the bet, so today's on me.
See? I wasn't lying. Well, that's so then. Nice one, Satsu.
She gives Satsu a fist bump and we get out to leave. As we walk out, Ro pulls me to the side.
Shiki, you really need to stop spoiling Sop. She needs to learn the consequences of her actions to be ready for the real world.
I know. For some reason, I subconsciously said that when I saw her face. Besides, her smile was absolutely worth it. Ro looks at me with disappointment.
You need to be stronger, Shiki. You cannot let Sop get away with everything just because she's cute. Sop is a straightforward and honest girl. Well, what if the enemy does the same thing to manipulate you? Would you fall for it?
She starts walking away.
Think, Shiki, think. Come on. The others are already at the pizza place.
Wait, what do you mean the enemy? I run after her as we catch up with the others. The topic is soon forgotten when we're all together. After lunch, we spend most of the afternoon in the mall. I suggest going outside once, but M16 immediately stops me.
You crazy, Shiki? Leave the comfort of the air-conditioned mall and brave the burning heat outside for fun? No thanks.
We walk around, checking out the shops. Satsu keeps running all over the place with her endless energy, and Ro keeps trying to calm her down unsuccessfully. And for a star, M16 and I follow closely behind at a more relaxed pace. At one point, as Satsu stops in front of what looks like a VR arcade.
Everyone, let's go here. I want to visit this new VR arcade ever since it opened, but never got the opportunity. And now, with everyone here, I'll try every game in here. Hurry, hurry.
Interested if you got your wallet?
But I really want to try it. Don't you want to check out everything in there?
Fine, but just for today. We're dragged into the arcade by Sop 2. Sometime later, we leave the arcade. I am completely exhausted and the rest of the girls are tired too. Sop 2 is the only one still happily running around with her infinite reserves of energy.
Yay, I won! That was so much fun, Shiki. Let's do this again sometime.
Yeah, and I'm not absolutely dead tired after that. I must say, in the final game, I didn't expect you to last that long against Sop 2. Well done, Shiki.
Yeah, Shiki, you came around second only to Sop. Please tell us the secret of your stamina.
I'm so tired that I barely registered their voices. Rose seems to understand and stops asking. Even I had to quit before you and come in third place. That's really an achievement.
I gave it barely a few minutes and after Ro did. Well, M16 stopped first. I don't think she was even trying. Hey, where did M16 go?
I look up and see M16's silhouette approaching in the distance. A few moments later, she rejoins the group and offers me a bottle of water. Here, I figured y'all would be exhausted after the last game, so I took the liberty of getting water for all of us. We all sit down on a nearby bench and gulp down the water. Hydrated, My vision clears and I feel much better. Thanks, M16. You're a lifesaver. I do work on paying attention to my physical fitness, but I didn't expect that to go that hard. Satu really is something else. Hey, don't worry about it. You did great. You defeated 4 high-spec T-dolls in what was basically an endurance match. That's far beyond what a normal human should be able to do. Satu's just built different. Yeah, I guess. But we had fun. That's the important part. Having rested for a while, I look at my watch. Oh my god, it's almost 5 p.m. Time sure flies by when you're having fun.
It's that late? Well, I guess we should go back home now.
Well, I agree with them 4, so we get up and start walking home. No, I have been wondering, are there none of the usual places around here, like karaoke clubs or bars or anything like that? There are, but they open only at the evening and close before daybreak. Besides, aren't you too young to drink? I am, I just want to check them out. Those places are in a more run-down part of the city. There are rumors of gang activity after dark there, so I don't recommend going anywhere near that area. I've heard that some people still go there regardless. How they manage to avoid getting mugged is either luck or an agreement with the locals. I don't know. It's not something I'm willing to take a risk to find out. For now, let's go back. Fine, if you say so. It is almost sunset when we reach the school building. The girls go on ahead to the dorms while I head back home the other way. Before leaving, we say our goodbyes. Satu almost runs ahead and the other girls walk in distance, too tired out of the entire day. I turn around and start walking home. Then I hear M4 calling me from behind. I stop and let her catch up. Yes, M4?
Did you have fun today?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun, M4. Thanks for inviting me.
Really?
Yeah, it was a refreshing change of pace. Although a bit intense. Did you have fun too?
Yes. Yes, I did. Thank you, Shiki. So,
She pauses for a while.
can we do this again? Not right now, but maybe a few weeks later.
Sure, anytime.
And if it's just me? Well, without the others? Would you,
I'm for. That's very adorable. Oh, of course. I wouldn't say no even if it's only you I'm for.
Thank you so much and good night.
She quickly says the last sentence and runs away. Strange. What was that about? Oh well. I'll think about it later. Exhausted from the events of the day, I journey down the road eager to reach the comfort of home. When I reach home, I notice Wellrod standing at the door. She perks up as she catches sight of me.
Welcome home, Master.
Wellrod? Were you waiting out here for me?
Indeed. Fear not, Master. You did not keep me waiting long. My watch had scarcely begun about a few minutes ago.
Thank you, Wellrod. Now let's both head inside. I'm dead tired and a long shower sounds good.
Of course, Master. After you.
Wellrod closes the door as I drag myself upstairs. Fortunately, I only had a few school assignments to complete. That leaves the rest of my evening free. A lot has already happened today, but I don't want to just laze around the rest of the day. I wouldn't want to waste my free time. At the same time, I'd prefer to do something a bit more laid back. Suddenly, an idea hits me. I look for the book that Wellrod and I bought, the one with the night just as bright as the dragon near it is dark. If Wellrod is free, I'd like to get started with her. I check the bag in which we put it. Huh. Surprisingly, nothing's there. The book must have disappeared. Strange. Books don't just grow legs out of thin air. I began searching for the book, checking each room carefully. I should probably find Wilrod too. She could give me a hand with this. As I open the door to Wilrod's room, I find what I've been looking for. Wilrod has the book in a firm grip, her eyes slightly glazed over. The book's text and illustrations appear to have entranced her. She sets the book to the side for a moment to fill out what appears to be a worksheet. She appears completely engrossed in what she's doing. I don't think she even noticed me entering the room. Wilrod? Wilrod jumps at the sound of her name. Her eyes widen and cheeks redden in a mixture of shock and embarrassment. Master! She scrambles to her feet and turns to face me, hastily shutting the book. I apologize, Master. Do you need something? Well, I was actually just about to ask if you wanted to join me in looking at the book. I doubt we can begin any adventure now, but we can at least begin with some other preparations. Wilrod heaves a sigh of relief. I'm glad you share the same idea. In fact, I was just examining the portion concerning character creation. My focus returns to the sheet she was working on. Numbers are written on several lines. In particular, they are accompanied by various slash marks. I glance around and notice a few other sheets of paper. They appear to be filled out as well, to varying degrees. Ah, so you noticed. I've gone through several attempts already. The rules are fairly simple, yet developing an avatar capable of handling the high parameters of the monsters is a much more complex task. I'm impressed that she could call the rules of any tabletop RPG simple. It took me a while to begin understanding them. Still, it seems that creating a character is a skill that requires experience. Well, I played a couple of these games in the past. I'd be happy to help. If we're going to play together, then we might as well make sure our team has some synergy. Thank you, Master. We both take a seat. Wilrod hands me one of her sheets while taking a new one for herself. Let's start the basics and decide on which archetype we'll use. Browsing through the classes, I find a role that fits me. Personally, I'll go with the support mage. The times I played it before, I've always tried to avoid physical conflict. With this class, however, I can coordinate and alter the course of battle without direct contact. The class also will be a big help to a beginner like Wilrod. What about you, Wilrod? Wilrod keeps her eyes locked at the page, scrolling through each class multiple times. I will believe I'll go with the assassin. Although she doesn't fit the image at first look, I can imagine somebody with Wilrod's fast travel experience and rare skills will make her a big threat. Perfect. Our classes cover a lot of utility without much overlap. Thank you for your guidance, Master. Wilrod's face brightens with excitement for a coming adventure. Unfortunately, a sudden rain of shame interrupts the celebration. Master, I apologize if you chose a support role to cover for my inexperience. Wilrod, I hope I will not hold you back. It's a common belief that supports, both in RPGs and other games, focus on the enjoyment of others over their own. I personally don't think that's the case though. Nonsense, Wilrod. You might specialize in combat, but both of us can still support each other in our own ways. My spells mean nothing without a reliable partner to place my trust in. Your strength is my own. My strength is yours. I know you are a beginner, but it doesn't matter whether we win or lose any battle. As long as you stand by my side, I cannot ask for anything more. Wilrod shares her joy through her bright smile. A bit of her blush returns as well. We continue preparing for adventure, arm in arm. A while later, Wilrod checks the time and leaps up to her feet. Oh no, I had no idea I was this late. The sands of time slipped by unnoticed, waiting for no one. I'll go and prepare dinner immediately, Master. Thanks, Wilrod. Go on ahead. I'll pack all these sheets up and join you soon. She hurries out of the door, I packed the book and all the receipts into my bag, set them in my room, and then head downstairs. After dinner, I trudged back to my room. I reset the logistics in my game, and I had to sleep early. I'm already dead tired and there's school tomorrow. As I set my alarm on my phone, I realized that there is one girl I cannot stop thinking about right now. She's had the greatest impact on me throughout my first week here. I decide to text her. Scrolling through my contact list, I select. Ah, man, we get to choose. Alright. I really like M16. She's cool, but 45 is a wife. 45. I think they're 45. Just wanted to say it was great to meet you. I hope to get you to know you better. This number is not in use. Message not delivered. Nani? What? I'm pretty sure this is the number that 45 texted me from, but I immediately get a text message from new number.
Oh my, Shiki. That's pretty sweet of you. Aren't you such a nice boy?
45? Is that you?
Indeed, it is. I keep changing my phone number frequently for reasons. And seeing how you messaged me this late, I'd think that you're serious about becoming friends with me.
Of course, 45.
You really are quite interesting, Shiki. I'll be in touch. Don't save this number. It's going to be changed in a few days. Good night.
Good night, 45. I set my phone aside, turn out the lights, and get into bed. It doesn't take long for me to fall asleep. I was apprehensive before moving to Tanegashima. I had my doubts about settling into a new place, away from everyone I knew. But now I find myself enjoying everything. It's as if this place has always been in my home. Can't wait to spend more time here with my new friends.
Thanks for playing.
Past midnight on the other side of the city, there's an eerie silence and stillness that makes the atmosphere oppressive. Not a single sound, not even a dog barking or crickets chirping. The only sign of life is a man hurrying along in a dark alley, heading towards a dilapidated church. He checks over his shoulder every few seconds to make sure he's not being followed. However, it had been hard to follow him. He's wearing a cloak that he pulls up to cover most of his face and walks along the side opposite to blinking street lamps. Once he reaches the church, he slowly opens a broken gate. Despite its rusty appearance, The gate does not make any noise. Closing the gate silently behind him, he walks up to the front door. After checking his surroundings again, he enters the church. The inside is a stark contrast to the outward appearance of the church. It's well lit and clean. Soft blue lights on the wall and the glowing symbol at the front give it a futuristic look. The man walks along the smooth marble floor and sits down on the bench closest to the altar. Behind the altar, he notices a girl in black attire staring at him. She has an expressionless face that unnerves him every time he visits the church. He wants to look away, but he can't. Are you, Naito? He's following a rehearsed, well-planned sequence of actions. When mistaken, the professor would cancel their meeting. After 5 seconds, the girl speaks in a monotone voice. Father will meet you now. She turns, walks to the door behind her, and enters it. A clicking sound from the other side confirms that she has locked the door and left. The man stands up and walks to the altar. He stands behind it, where the girl stood a few more seconds ago. He waits, knowing that the professor has been watching his every move from the shadows. Soon enough, he hears a voice from a speaker on the wall. Captain, I'm glad you made it today. The voice is electronically distorted, as usual. The professor never revealed his face or his real voice, although the man was used to it by now. Professor, skip the pleasantries, shall we? Why have you called me today? As hot-headed as ever, Captain. Very well. First off, how are things on your end? The captain sighs. The usual, Professor. The boys follow every order perfectly when I'm around and make fun of me and behind my back. They even go anonymous online so I can't tell who is who. It's infuriating. I told you not to take such a drastic step, Captain. The kids are younger and more technologically literate than you. If you try to control their online lives, you can rest assured that they will find a way to break free, and you can't stop them. Captain gave a death glare towards the raptors. He had to admit it, but he knew the professor was right. And what about Griffin and SF? Nothing new. They're both the same as ever. I'm telling you, Professor, I'm just sending my army and take over both schools. The odds will be finished, and I have total control. All in a week at most. Your plan is taking too long. Captain. Something about the professor's voice made him fall quietly instantly. You forget. The whole world isn't your academy. You can't establish your authoritarian rule anywhere as you please. These dolls were made by a full war. Before World War III was averted. If you try to impose your will on them, they can and they will fight back. Is that clear, Captain? Yes, Professor. Good. Now, are you sure that nothing has changed at Griffin High? Yes, I'm sure. Besides, why are you asking me when you're the one with the mole and Griffin? Silence, Captain. This is not about me. I want to check if you are keeping up with the latest developments in our plan. Fine. Yes, nothing new. If you don't count Javier Wilkins' son enrolling Griffin High. He's been there for a week now, and word on the street is that he's popular with the ladies. That is exactly what I wanted to hear. Thank you, Captain. Belezovich Kruger. I have to admit, he has seriously guts to use Javier's son for his little project. But that's exactly what I expected him to do. All the pieces are finally in place, and I can set my own plan in motion now. Sister, wait for me. We'll be together soon. What's your name again? William? Sorry, Professor, but I don't quite follow. What project are you talking about? Professor laughs a bit and speaks again. Say, Captain, have you ever heard of something called the Griffin Project?
To be continued.
Nuts. Alright, if you enjoyed this, hold on. I want to see what M16 says. Hey there, M16. I just wanted to say it was great to meet you. I hope to get to know you better. Yo, that was a nice one. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. Wait, I didn't mean... I know, for real though. I feel the same way. I know we're gonna be good friends. I'm glad to hear that. Now go to sleep, Shiki. You care a lot for the people around you. But you need to take care of yourself too, you know? Staying up late at night texting or playing games is not good for your health. I know. Good night, M16. Good night. I'm 16 on Sama. Well, this was the current version of Girls Frontline. Tomorrow with you. And of course, if there's any updates, I will play that too. Though, so don't worry, I'm not gonna leave it out. Anyways, if you want to try this for yourself, maybe talk to the girls you like, you can always take a look at the links down below. I will provide them if you want to download this for yourself, so it's free to play. Anyways, if you also want to follow the developers on Twitter, I'll put that down below too. Anyways, thank you, and take care.